Happy Thursday. Another week down, another week where summer's gone. Let's not talk about that yet. Sorry, I brought that up. Okay, jumping in, we are still doing lash lifts for the rest of July. We are still doing the lash lifts. Buy one, get a lash conditioner for free, a full-size lash conditioner. So if you guys haven't booked your lash lifts yet, make sure you go ahead and do that just so you can get your lash conditioner and take that home and use it on your lashes to help protect, help hydrate, help with damage, breakage, all that fun stuff. So today we are going to be talking about aftercare of your lash lift, and then a couple of questions that normally we get asked that have to do a lot with, what do I do afterwards? What is this? How do I take care of it? What can I do? All that cool stuff. So the main question that we get after your lash lifts is, what do I do now? What's the aftercare? What am I supposed to do with them? Are there things I can't do, things I can do, what have you? So the biggest one that we want you to remember is just don't get them wet for 24 hours. No water, no mascara. So that means no swimming. Try not to shower. Get your face wet. Don't do any excessive sweating at the gym. That just risks, sweat running into your eyes. And also, if you're like me, I go like this all the time. Forget I have makeup on, do that whole shebang. And just completely mess up my eye makeup, my lashes, all of that. So don't get them wet for 24 hours. And I always go back to that line or that scene in Legally Blonde where she's like, well, isn't it the first cardinal rule of perm maintenance that you're forbidden to get your hair wet for at least 24 hours? It's basically the same thing. So everybody, don't get them wet. Don't do it. The lash solution that we use is very similar to the hair perming solution. It kind of works in the same way. So getting them wet will deactivate the solution that we've put on and have your lashes fall so it won't look at all like you've gotten them done. I've had a friend that happened to. She was like, what happened? I was like, well, what did you do? And she told me that she had some sort of party with friends and she got pushed into the pool and things like that. But yeah, don't get them wet for 24 hours. Don't do it. You risk them falling. You risk them looking wonky. We don't want that. So then the second question that we get asked a lot is if I can still use mascara. Yes, you can. Just after that 24-hour wait period, you can still use mascara when you get your lashes lifted and tinted. A lot of my clients, though, after they get their lashes tinted, they don't want to use mascara. They're like, that's the whole point as to what I'm, here for. So you can still use it. That's fine. But you just might not want to. Our next question that we get a lot is, can I still use my lash serums when I get them lifted? Yes, you can do that as well. I know Giselle, she still uses her lash serums even with her lash extensions on. So that is one of the best things you actually can do for your lashes when you get them lifted and tinted is to still continue to use your serum, your lash serum, continue to use your lash conditioners, things like that. That will help strengthen your lashes, help keep the integrity of your lashes, and help keep them moisturized and hydrated and all of the good things that we need your lashes to be in order for them to stay healthy enough to lift. So yes, still use your lash serums and your lash conditioners. Use those with your lift. The other one that we get is how often should this be done? We will normally rebook you about 6 weeks out. So we'll say they'll last about 6 to 8 weeks depending on your lashes. Now, if you have very straight lashes that are, stick straight, kind of point down a little bit, they might end up lasting you only about 6 weeks. So therefore, we will rebook you at that 6-week mark just so we can get you back in, catch them maybe a little bit before they fall. So that way we can relift them and condition your lashes to stay in that lifted state. And the more that you do this service and the more consistent that you are with it, your lashes will stay that way longer. So you can potentially get more out of them the longer that you do it and the more you keep up with it. It's just a conditioning of your lashes to train them to stay in that curled state. So we will suggest that 6 to 8 week period. And that is also the natural hair cycle of your lashes, that 6 to 8 weeks. So your lashes, you know, naturally shed like any other hair that you have. So that 6 to 8 week mark is kind of where your lashes will fall in the process of regenerating, in the process of regrowth. So 6 to 8 weeks is what we will say for how long does this last? When should I come back? Anywhere between 6 to 8 weeks. And the last question that we will get is, what lash serums and conditioners do you recommend? So we do have one brand that we use here and that we suggest you use. I know there are 1,000,001 different ones out there. We have clients that come in that use all the 1,000,001 different brands out there. But the ones that we have here are Grande Lash. I really, really enjoy this product. I've actually purchased them before I even started working here. I had their mascara, their thickening mascara, and that mascara is actually infused with their serum and castor oil. So it's conditioning for your lashes. It helps strengthen your lashes, and it's actually pretty dark. It's really nice. It's a really nice mascara on top of that too. So I actually ended up purchasing that myself before I even knew that we sold them here. So I really, really enjoy Grande Lash. I know a lot of people have had really good success with Grande Lash. So that's the one that we carry. We recommend that one. You can pick it up in store here in the studio, or we have it online as well on our beauty store. So you guys can check it out there too. But that's what we recommend, and that's what we will tell you guys to use if you're not using a lash serum or anything like that. We'll say, hey, pick one up. Also, pick up a mascara. You're supposed to change those out every 3 months anyway, so you might as well grab one while you're here, you know? But yeah, so if you guys have any other questions, those were just the bulk of the ones that we get asked quite a bit here in the studio while we're servicing clients and while we're performing the lash lift and tints on clients. So if you guys have any other questions, just let us know. Again, we'll answer them via text message, phone call, social media, what have you. Shoot us your questions, and you can leave them in the comments as well, and we'll answer them there too if we get any. So I hope you guys found this a little bit helpful. I hope this answered some questions that were burning deep down inside you about our lash lift and tint service. But yeah, make sure you guys book before July ends. That way you can get your free full size of the lash conditioner that we have. It's a fantastic conditioner. And yeah, well, I hope you guys have a great weekend. Thanks to you all for tuning in, and we'll see you next week.